2015, what a year. We're going year. 2016, completely different ball game. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm on a certain level. It's me, you, and it's my boy Jack Daniels here. So I don't really want to hype up this video at all. I just want to chill. I want to talk about 2015 and what I learned in 2015. One thing I've learned is that if you're out here communicating, networking with people, and you come across a real one, then you know when you come across a real one, right? Because they don't talk a big game on it, and they just say like, "Oh, what are we doing? That's what we're doing. Okay," and it's done. Pull them in. Don't go out there trying to impress a whole bunch of people and have some giant network of people that don't really give a shit. You're better off with 5 people, or I'll give you an example, 7 people in PTI. I know with those 7 people, gonna be held down, gonna be able to amplify every move each one of us makes because all 7 of us are locked in, right? Whereas I could have a team of 20 people and be like, yeah, there's so many people to do different jobs, but when this person's on that page and that person's on that page, and really that's been 2015 would not have been as good or as successful as it's been without Peep the Industry. So shout out to the Peep the Industry fellas, man. That's more than friends, that's more than business associates, that's family. I've learned people like to talk. Ironic, I make a lot of videos where I'm talking, right? But you know, if you watch, these talks are coming from just took action on this thing, or being taken action and reflected on this thing. I've learned that people who are talking, I've got a great idea, I've got this, I've got that. They're overcompensating, right? They just don't believe in their idea enough, so they need to project their idea to you to see what you have to say about it, rather than just being like, this is my idea, I don't need your approval, I don't need you to say it's a good idea, I'm gonna go try it. And it really leads into a really important thing that I've learned this year, is it doesn't matter what you do, as long as you are consciously paying attention to the results of what you are doing. If you're promoting a certain way, if it ain't working, stop fucking doing it. If you're getting crappy results or no results at all, don't keep doing it and think, yeah, it'll pay off. Like, it's probably not gonna pay off. You gotta figure out a different scheme of promotion, a different marketing idea, or whatever. You've got to be conscious of what's working and what's not working, because this is really a game of making a whole bunch of mistakes to narrow down what works and build your formula, because the stuff that does work, you just add that to your arsenal. You can draw upon that at any time, right? I need to do this, this and that. What have I learned? Right, I know that if I do this, that pays off. I know that if I do this, that pays off. But I know if I do that, that didn't work very well. That fucked up my brand a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So it's really just trial and error. And if you're waiting to make the perfect move and you don't want mistakes, you are never going to get it. Sorry. Absolutely sorry. And that's bad. I would never want to wish that upon anybody, but you fucking deserve it if you cannot stay conscious of your mistakes and you keep making them again and again. People who get success, and that's something I've learned as well, is people who get success thoroughly deserve it, regardless of whether you and I think they do. Oh, they're not as good as rapper as that motherfucker. Do you know what I mean? That one's a better rapper, but they're in a worse position. Or I know a lot of you take a stance like, yo, I'm much better than that person, I deserve to be on. No, you don't. No, you don't. You didn't work as hard as that person, clearly, because they had to work to get in that limelight. They did not get given that. Whether you saw the work or not, they did that work. Now, it's never anybody else's fault. And that's something I've learned as well. It's never anybody else's fault for not being where we want to be. It is always our fault. Always. 100% of the time. Because even if someone does something to me that fucks me up, it's my fault for, 1, be allowing them that opportunity to fuck me up. I should have seen it coming. But 2, not doing something about it and complaining and moaning and bitching, saying it's their fault, and getting a free pass to be lazy and be full of shit. Because, oh yeah, it's their fault. But why didn't I fix it? You know what I'm saying? I think that a lot of people just don't take responsibility for their lives. They think that, you know, it's always someone else. My life's hard. I've got all these people, these haters, blah, blah, blah. That's why I'm not. No, the reason you're not making progress, the reason you're not seeing success, the reason you're not getting anywhere is simply the fact that you're not doing what it takes. I don't think it needs to be any clearer than that. I don't even want to expand on that. That's it. You're not doing what it takes. Something I already knew, but really solidified this year, is being able to lead a horse to water, but not being able to make them drink. I really feel like if you're an artist watching this, or a producer, or whatever you do, I really feel like if you watch my videos, you pay attention to what I'm saying and you apply it, it doesn't have to be exactly like me, just your interpretation of the information I'm giving. If you apply it, you will see results. A lot of people like to know stuff. Yeah, I know this and I know that, but why ain't you doing it then? A lot of people just like to do better than someone else, rather than just be the best them and be in the best position for them. A lot of people just like to do better than someone else. Like, it's okay if I'm not where I want to be, because at least I'm better than that motherfucker. That ain't no way to do this shit. Like, being a little bit better than a bum. What is that? You've got to do the best for you and for your people, and if you're just trying to do it to one up on someone, it's karma, you know what I mean? Someone's gonna go one up on you, and that's another thing, karma, right? Everything you're doing, good and bad, is coming back around. So if you're out here scamming people, if you're out here fucking people up, if you're out here hating, if you're out here, you know, sabotaging people's shit, you might be cool for now. You might be a year, you might be 5 years into this thing and think like, yeah, I got away with that shit, until someone comes with the holiest metaphorical uppercut into your movement and fucks your life up. I truly believe that I'm a good person. I do not fuck anyone over at any time. If I ever fall out with someone, it's always a thing that they've done. It's always something on their side, because I feel bad. I literally feel bad if, like, say someone gets promo off me and for some reason it's not performing. I feel bad. I'm like, oh no, let me figure out some new value. Let me throw them some beat leases, let me give them a free course, let me give them that. Do you know what I mean? I feel bad if I'm fucking someone over, but if you're out here not giving a fuck about messing people up, oh boy, that shit's gonna be bad for you. It's gonna be so bad for you. Just to go back to people who talk a lot, I've learned to be wary of people who talk a lot for the same reasons basically, but what I've learned is that people who are about action don't like to talk. Talking's a waste of time. Like, I know that sounds bad, right? Talking's a waste of time, but I just mean in terms of action and getting things done. Why are we still talking about it? If you hit me up and I say like, oh, I think you should do this, this and that, just go fucking do it. Or, you know, go and reflect and interpret it and do it how you would do it. Don't continue to talk to me about it past the point of me telling you it, because you're just increasing that gap of doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll give you two examples. Clubber Lang, you've probably seen him around if you know what I do. You've seen Clubber Lang. That dude just does it. You know what I mean? Or Loyal, Keefe, they just do it. Matthew Sanamo, he's only been around, I don't know if Sanamo or Canno, you know, right? Like, he's only really been around what I'm doing for maybe 2-3 months. He's taking action. I'm out there, I'm thinking, woof, that boy's cooking. Video, beat. Everyone's fucking with him. Everyone's commenting. Everyone's liking. He's commenting. He's liking. He's sharing. They're all liking, commenting, sharing, all that shit. Just because he's taking action. We don't need to talk. We're talking. We're distracting from action. Like, that's what. Like, you'll probably know if you've hit me up this year. Very short. You hit me up. Oh, thanks, bro. No doubt. You know what I'm saying? I know people, I saw an interview with Jay-Z once and he's like, people get mad because you don't talk to them how they expect you to talk to them. And he's like, well, I don't really want to talk about dumb shit. Because it's dumb to continue talking about something we've already established, right? If we've already established, like, we need to do this, this and that. We don't need to reiterate that over and over again and big each other up like, yo, man, you're the best, yeah, man, and all that shit. Let's get it fucking done. Let's celebrate when we get there. That's why I'm not out tonight. What have I got to celebrate? I ain't got shit to celebrate. I'm trying to get to the M's. You know what I'm saying? We're talking millions. I ain't got shit to celebrate yet. I had a pretty good year. I had a phenomenal year, but it's still not enough for me to celebrate. And I think that we need to be in that zone. Like, I know you want to party, I know you want to live it up, I know you want to have fun, but to me, there's nothing more fun than seeing results and being able to do something big. Like going to Miami, like I'm planning to go in June. Like going to Orlando, like I did in October. Like meeting up with the team and doing things in a big way rather than just going to the club tonight and celebrating. You know what I'm saying? One thing I've definitely learned, you gotta fuck up Google, man. You gotta hit Google with so many keywords. Just hit Google with every keyword you can think of that someone might be looking for what you have to offer on. You need to get up in the rankings on YouTube. You need to get a blog and get up on top of Google. You need that shit. And then you need to, when people land there, you need to be finding a way to get them in your email list so you own your traffic. You know what I'm saying? Like, you own your fan base, not in a sense of like, I own you, but just being able to, like, any given day, any moment of any given day, if I just bring out a product or I just bring out a video I want everyone to see, I can just hit 2,000 or something people like that, one email. All people have previously shown interest in me. So fuck all the Facebook likes, fuck all the Twitter retweets, fuck all that shit. I got direct to consumer connection. When I want them to see something, boom. I think people just get so lost in trying to get likes and everyone look at me on social media, I'm popular and all that shit. It's whack, man. You need to be converting these people into, you need to be converting your fans and your supporters into equity by owning an email list, by getting them to subscribe and to follow your pages and stuff so you can reach out to them. Just someone liking and saying, cool bro, is never gonna get you anywhere. You need to be capturing these people. I've learned that if what you're doing isn't fun, find a way to make it fun. Music marketing, or marketing full stop, can be a very boring process. You have to go through, like I know personally, I've had to go through a whole bunch of people that are just wasting my time, just want to convince me they're doing something but never really doing anything, or, you know, expecting something from me that they haven't paid for and being mad or some kind of shit, right? And I've learned that if you let that get you down, it just fucks up the positive side of what you do. So it's all about finding ways to make it fun. So I've been making memes, I'd be like spazzing in videos sometimes, like just finding ways to make it fun, hitting up the team, roasting a motherfucker, just making this journey fun. Because if it's not fun, if you're not enjoying what you do, you shouldn't be doing it. And I feel like that with a lot of people. I feel like a lot of artists out there are just rapping because why not? Instead of, because you know the difference when you see someone that really wants to make something of themselves through rap. They're out there doing stuff, they're putting music videos out there, you know, finding ways to guest shows, finding ways to do this and do that. Whereas the people who just making excuses, you are in the wrong thing. You're not doing what you're passionate about. You just like to do music, or you love music. You shouldn't be doing it if you haven't got a passion to actually make a move and just sit and be like, oh man, but like, I know, regardless of how much you love it, that's not your gift. That's not what you're passionate about. If you're not inspired to make moves on something, it's not for you. You should be inspired. Fuck whatever's gone on in your life before now. This is now, right now. And if you don't have the motivation or the passion to do something right now, you're in the wrong thing. You need to figure out what it is you want to do in life. The moment that I feel like, oh man, I'm not passionate to make a video, the moment I feel like, oh man, I'm not passionate to make a beat, I just ain't gonna fucking do it. I'm gonna go find what I need to do, because I need to be happy and I need to enjoy what I do. And if it's a case that I'm not happy and I'm not enjoying what I'm doing, then I need to get out the fucking game I'm in. And I feel like I don't want to, you know, convince anyone to give up what they're doing. But if you're resonating what I'm saying and you feel like, yeah, I feel like that, find out what you love to do, because it's not getting somewhere with your music. That's not what you're passionate about. You just, you know, it would be nice, but you don't really love it that much if you're not making serious action consistent all the time. I think people just get caught in the glitz and glamour of being a rapper. They just want the rep, they want respect and whatever else, but they don't realize, look, you can get respect and props, and you can get paid in anything you want to do in life. It doesn't have to be music just because you love music. there's something that you can sustain and be more consistent in and be more motivated to do, then that's what you should do. Fuck the vanity of being an artist or an entertainer. If it ain't for you, look, if you're not making the moves, it ain't for you, like, for real. And I don't have to convince anyone that, you know, by watching this and resonate, whatever, you know what I'm saying. Also learn to be careful with people. People will keep you around and show you love for as long as you serve a purpose. If, like, look, I put out some real ass content and it's going to offend someone. I guarantee every update I put out is going to offend someone one way or another. I don't care. I'm just saying what I gotta say is the truth as far as I perceive the truth. You don't have to subscribe to my way of thinking. But, you know, people just distance themselves when they feel like, you know, because like I've been saying, right, I'm not a talkative person in the sense of like action. If we're talking about action, it needs to be done, not talked about. So when I don't talk about it back with people, it's like I'm sunning them or being a dickhead or something, when it's really just like I'm just going, yo, do it or it won't happen type of thing. And I feel like people just feel some kind of way about that shit. I've learned that you shouldn't be out here trusting everyone. You should know how cold this world is. You need to be 100% realistic. Everybody's out here looking for the angle. If someone can benefit off doing some fuckery shit to you, they're gonna do it. They're looking for that angle. That shit don't matter no more. There's no loyalty, there's no pride. You know what I mean? Or at least there's not a lot of it out here. So that goes back to my previous point of saying, like, if you find a real one, bring them in and just build a big circle of real ones and make moves between all you lot. And don't worry too much about having loyalty from anybody else, because people will just watch you and, you know, get behind what you do just off being a sheep. You know what I'm saying? If you start blowing up, people will just be on your dick anyway for just looking for what they can get, but just never give them that angle or whatever. Another thing I've definitely learned is it's not complicated. What we need to do is just basic principles. You know, you inspire people, you build a rapport with people, you bring out dope stuff, whatever your content is, whether it be music, whether it be videos, whether it be beats or whatever you do. Like, as long as you're inspiring people, as long as you're helping people believe in themselves, as long as you're, you know, doing some dope stuff that other people would like to do with their lives, people are gonna just pay attention to you. I don't think we need to fake the funk. A lot of people fake the funk. We don't need to do that. We don't need to go out and try and impress people. The work is just enough. I'm saying the work is always enough. If you're putting in the adequate amount of work for the position you're trying to be in, you're gonna be there. As long as you don't fuck around and as long as you are learning from your mistakes, which obviously goes back to the point I made earlier. It doesn't have to be, right, it's not easy, but it's simple. It's simple. It's a lot of work, but it's not hard work. You're not going to be sweating trying to get people to resonate with you and follow with you. As long as you're being yourself and you're broadcasting that to the world, your personal brand, you're broadcasting that, you're going to be alright. People are going to link up and want to be part of what you do, just simply off the fact that, you know, everyone wants to do something, and if you're doing something, there might be something they can get from that. And it's not about thinking like, oh, these dudes are trying to snake me, or, you know, all these new people coming around and all that shit, they never showed me love before. Don't block your blessing like that, man. Just be like, alright, well, now I'm the shit, so we'll just go from now. You know what I'm saying? It's not a case of just trying to be like, you didn't come around before, the fuck off, because that's someone who could have bought your album. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how they felt before, right now they're into your shit. That someone could buy your album. That's someone a promoter that might have ignored you before. That's a promoter now that might put you on a show. There's no point just being a dick about it and just being like, you didn't show me no love before. You're blocking your blessings, man. You didn't do enough work before. That's why they didn't fuck with you. You weren't popping enough. That's why they didn't fuck with you. Stop thinking that people owe you something just because you're alive and you want to be big in music. People don't owe you shit just for that. People will come around when you're doing the adequate amount of work. Until then, just assume that if your shit isn't popping, if people aren't interacting with your stuff, just assume and know that you're not doing enough. Because if you're doing enough, these things are going to happen. Even if you're doing a lot and you still feel like that's the case, man, do more. Fuck it, you love this shit, right? If you love this shit, you're going to do more, right? I think 2016, my 2016 is just going to be a lot of what I've done, just on a bigger scale. I'm going to be putting a lot more money into things. Looking forward to going to Miami with the team. I think that's going to boost a lot of stuff just to get around, put some products together. Yo, if you're watching still, click a link in the description, get a free sample of the product, check it out, man. Dope shit, man. 7 people linking up, 7 people that are talking this realness that I'm talking right now, linking up on a product to help artists. Goes without saying, right? I'm trying to pressure no one into getting it. It's there, it will help. End of story. Click the link. But yeah, man, 2016 is going to be more of the same, but in a bigger way. I think that, you know, I feel like I've got the principles down. I've got the right, through making mistakes, I've got the right stuff through making all these mistakes. Like I was saying, I've made a whole bunch of mistakes, more mistakes than you lot have realized I've made. I've been good at just like sweeping it under the, oh shit, that fucked up with that, let me just sweep that under the rug real quick before anyone notices that shit. But, you know, things are good. Things are on a positive path. I'm looking forward to making some more mistakes, man. As stupid as that sounds, I'm looking forward, because that's where the real lessons come from. Because sometimes if you just win off winning, you're just like, you don't know how you won, you just did it. Didn't really learn anything. But if you make some mistakes, you're like, you know when you fucked up, right? So it's easier to keep a log of what doesn't work than it is for what does work, you know what I mean? So it's process of elimination. Just get rid of all the stuff that's not working, figure out just through that difference what is working, and stick with that, man, and find your personal formula, because you've got a personal formula. Like, I don't make these videos for you to say that's exactly what I need to do. I want you to question what I'm saying. I want you to say, but why is he saying that? Why does it work? Why, if I do this, is it gonna improve my brand? And encourage you to think for yourself. You know, these are principles that work for me, definitely, and these are principles that work for other people too. You know, it just depends who you're around, the type of person you are, or whatever. But, you know, question everything. I keep saying, evolve your thinking. Stop thinking, you know, that. Just stop thinking so close. It's way bigger than maybe what you think it is. Time is now, man. 2016. No point on the end of this year coming being like, yeah, 2017 is gonna be the year. Fuck it. 2016 needs to be the year. Fuck all that other shit. I made myself this year, you know what I'm saying? This year was the year that I became a fucking accomplished dude, you know what I'm saying? Just getting paid off what I put out, getting paid off what I do, getting paid off the brand I've built, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't gotta go to a job, I ain't gotta be involved in the rat race out there where, you know, oh shit, I lost my job, what I'm gonna do? I'm straight, you know what I'm saying? I'm good. Because I continue to provide value on a consistent basis to a whole bunch of people, and it doesn't matter, we'll go into this, it doesn't matter what anyone on the outside thinks, not to me, to anyone, right? Because, like, let's say I've got 50 people that consistently buy my products and buy my services, I'm straight. I'm never gonna be broke. I'm always gonna be okay. It doesn't matter what, you know, what dude who hasn't bought my product, or a dude who hasn't bought one of my services, like, yo, that guy's a fake, that guy don't know shit, oh this, oh man, and just hating or whatever. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You weren't giving me money anyway, so if you're hating on me now, which means that you're never gonna give me money, it's cool, because you were never giving me money. I got my people I fuck with, people who have not proved themselves to me in a sense that they need to, but just have through the daily course of their actions and the fact that they back up what they say. So it doesn't matter to me what a talker says. It doesn't matter to me what a talker feels like. It's good talk. It's good to talk to other people who love to talk, and we can talk about being successful, we can talk about our dreams, we can talk about how lit life is going to be, but you carry on talking about it. Because me and my people, we're getting it. We're making money, we're making progress, we're building brands, we're building followers. So fuck what I gotta say. Be a happy New Year's. 2016 is a whole different beast. Let's continue what we've been doing, if we've been working the right way. If we haven't been working the right way, you know, let's get on that path. You know the deal. You can hit me up. You can, even if you don't pay me, you can ask me a few questions. If you keep asking me questions upon questions upon questions, I'm gonna say, yo, come on. You know what I mean? You gotta reach them pockets a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, you get your value. You ain't gotta just hit me up. I give testimonials, all that shit, man. It's been a fucking good year for me, for everybody around for all that shit, man. I ain't sweating about 2016. If it's anything like 2015, even if I don't make any progress, I still don't need to get a job. I still don't need to, you know, reevaluate what I'm doing. Of course I want to progress, but if 2016 is anything like 2015, I'm straight. But of course 2016 is going to be bigger, it's going to be better. I've been thinking of ideas all year for this year, so it's going to be something crazy, man, something epic. And you ain't gonna believe me, you can just watch. You know what I'm saying? Don't get mad, get motivated, don't make kids make history. Peace from me, peace from my boy Jack. Let's go, let's have a dope year. Peace.